Here we go. It's done. It's almost like we know what we're doing.
No.
It's like, so
We've had one session together.
easy homemade tortillas.
Yes, so we're making tortillas from scratch.
And this is stuff you can get from the food pantry or
lentil. Yeah, food pantry or wet food items. So here we have just your regular, I guess they're green lentils. And I measured out 2 cups already.
Sometimes called French lentils.
Yeah. These are for the tacos. We're going to add seasoning. I made a taco seasoning. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Close up. Assistant.
Well, it's not mixed up.
Well, I just made it like 2 minutes ago.
What do you like to put in your taco seasoning?
Cumin, paprika, white pepper, some kosher salt.
I've got addicted to smoked paprika.
It's toasted red pepper and then dried.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's the weird thing. It was like paprika, but all it is dried bell pepper.
Yeah, but do you know what grenadine is?
Just like
grenadine is pomegranate, not cherry.
It's just like.
Do you like my oil bottle?
I like that a lot.
I almost cleaned with it the other day.
Just like a good thing it says oil on it.
Yeah, right? If only I was paying attention.
There you go.
So we're gonna start the lentils first and then jump into the tacos.
Sounds good.
So I don't know if you're mobile, but can you see me over here by the stove?
Can you put it in the center front burner to see it?
Better. Yeah. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So I've got some oil and aromatic garlic. Just garlic from a jar. More like jarlic. Okay, that was bad.
It's just like.
We're gonna let that heat up for a minute, just so we can smell it. And then we'll add this and that stuff.
Right.
You know what this and that stuff is? It's a secret. This is actually chicken broth that I made and froze.
I like doing that.
That's my tortilla warmer. There we go.
I actually got into the habit of canning it because once it's hot, because I make large batches of broth. And so
canning is really good.
In the past, I always thought, oh, that'll be way too much work.
Thank you. But no, canning is pretty easy. So we're gonna let this melt down. I should have let it defrost more, but
yeah,
sometimes things don't always work out in your favor. So I'm gonna let that hang out. And now we're gonna start our tortillas. So in here is 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt.
Okay.
And I
would have looked at that and said that was a cup of flour. So yeah, it's like, thank you for telling me.
Luckily, I didn't weigh it.
It's like,
yeah.
Baking, yeah. I finally got a scale.
I think it's like 96 grams is a cup. But
so approximately 300 grams of flour.
Yeah. But please don't take my word for it. What do I know? So I'm going to pretend this is pasta just because the situation we're in. I'm going to lower the heat on that a little bit.
Put it on real low, get your broth going.
Yeah. Make a mess everywhere. I don't like to touch wet dough. That's why I'm wearing gloves.
Okay.
So I have some warm water. This is definitely more than a cup. I'm just going to do a
you said
small.
Warm.
Yes. Just going to.
If it was cold, you wouldn't activate the baking. I powder. Always mix them up. I would say, you say baking powder?
Baking powder.
Baking soda? Baking powder. Baking powder. Baking soda. 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 Baking powder. Baking
So baking powder, yeah. And then baking soda is more for cookies, and that's alkaline or dealkaline, but it's a little bit more. I haven't made tortillas like this before. Usually I have a bowl. So
You
we're
want a
gonna
bowl?
have fun. No,
I might
because I
have one.
wanted the camera to be able to see
Oh,
what I
yeah.
was doing.
Very
So
much.
I'm just making little indents. If if you've made flour tortillas like this before, shoot us a message, you know, let us know tips, tricks, ideas.
I've seen pasta done now.
Yeah. So
I've
we're
never actually, now that I think about it, never actually
kind of making it's
made
kind of like
tortillas on my
pasta.
own on purpose.
So there we go. You don't want to knead the dough too much because you do want them to be nice and soft. But see how it's coming together? Look at that. Do you like flour tortillas? I know you're gluten free, but
I'm gluten sensitive, so
I don't know what the gluten content is in
Yeah.
flour tortillas.
I save my gluten for good quality chocolate cake. Just like, so if you can make that into a chocolate tortilla,
You mean a crepe? That sounds delicious.
just like,
Okay. See how easy that was? That came together in what, like 3 minutes?
like
Something like that. And then we're gonna form this into a ball.
so could you just um
You don't even have to measure the ingredients.
could you just use all-purpose flour, or it's already doesn't all-purpose flour already have the baking powder in it?
So it's, I don't know.
But I mean, if it does have it, it's not as quality because like
Well, the
it
difference
loses its
between
strength.
like cake flour, all-purpose baking flour, and like that kind of stuff, it doesn't have stuff included in it. It's the protein and the starchness content.
Got it. Okay.
So all-purpose flour is good for pretty much anything, just like cake flour, but cake flour is more delicate. It's more fine. It has a lighter protein content. So it's going to make your cakes nice and light.
Oh, did we need to put the lentils in the pot?
Not yet.
Start cooking.
Not yet.
I don't know.
Unless you want to.
I always forget stuff, so.
So I'm just adding a little bit more flour because it was
pretty dry.
Yeah, it was sticky.
So you want it pliable but not sticky.
Yeah. See how it's coming together? We'll do a window test in a second. Now these aren't going
Is that like
to
where
be
you throw the pasta at the wall?
Yeah, for you.
It's like
I want it to be smooth. All right. I feel like that's fine. See how it's springy? I like that. And then roll it into a ball.
So you just said what? 3 cups flour,
Mm-hmm.
2 teaspoons. So 2 teaspoons baking powder.
Yep.
And then 1 salt.
One
So 3, 2,
and a
1.
half teaspoons.
Oh wow, that'd be too easy.
Yeah, but you could do 3, 2, 1 if you want.
Okay.
Do you want to bring this over there? I'll
To
clean
the
it
sink?
off. Yes, please.
You don't need it again. I'm just
No.
double checking. All right.
Do we have a trash can? Can I Kobe it? Ready? Kobe, 3, 2, 1. I missed.
You didn't have to tell people that. They
It
couldn't
landed.
tell.
You guys, it landed on the floor.
It's just like this is a professional show. You could have not said anything. No, I'm just kidding.
Professional? I thought it was a comedy show.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Like,
so I'm gonna crank the heat on my broth over here and add in the lentils and the seasoning. Or is looking at the instructions
You said you
that I
put
brought out.
white pepper. Now I've noticed that's been a thing.
It's
Like
what
a lot of chefs use white pepper instead of black pepper. I've noticed.
So number one, it's what I had available.
Okay.
I don't have crushed black pepper. I only have black pepper corns. And with the coloration of these lentils, it kind of went with it. Because black pepper is, you can see the black pepper spots, but white pepper, it blends in with the meal. So if you're making like a white sauce, you'd want to use white pepper. Like Alfredo, you can use white pepper. Although there isn't really pepper involved with that one, but it is what it is.
You know, as much as I've made lentils, I've never thought of using lentils in a taco.
See,
I don't know why.
That's why you have me as your creative thumb.
There you go.
All right. Can you hand me my silver dough masher? So this is a tortilla maker.
Tortilla Dora.
Tortilla Dora for Theodora.
Just like,
yeah, tortilla press.
Tortilla press.
So here's where I have them.
I just recently saw a digital one, and I was like, digital?
Digital.
Well, what they did is they had the press, and then they cooked it on the same thing.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, but you couldn't do very many of them. It'd be like a personal one. You do like one or two, right?
One or two at a time.
Versus this way.
And look how
one
much.
person making those and one person making them.
Frying it up.
So
I brought a pan in. I don't know where I put it. Somewhere. Oh, I think I left it when I was sitting outside, which is fine. So I'm just kind of.
You want to swap out and use that pan as. Well, let's see.
It's okay. We're okay for now.
Oh, you need a fry pan though.
Well, I
Here's
have
one. But not a special tortilla pan.
Just making some tortilla balls. Yeah, shake those lentils.
There's a couple more fry pans up there, but they're not easy to get to. Let's see.
Let's make one.
Every one of them's a different size.
That's okay. We're doing it by hand.
There you go. That's a cute one.
This is the fun part. Yeah, see? I made them too small.
Yeah, I thought you were making them too big. I've never done that before.
But that's okay. They'll be miniature tacos. Here we just
call it street tacos, the little one.
Yeah. I probably didn't let the dough rest. Usually you let it rest for like 20 minutes. But here in this kitchen, we're slightly impatient.
I think that's all kitchens. When you're hungry, you start cooking, and you better figure out how to make something real quick.
That's why people go out to eat.
That's why. But I mean, the majority of food you eat out is food that is made really quickly. You know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of food that take 2 or 3 hours to make, but you generally don't get that at.
Like at the Olive Garden, you can get lasagna in 20 minutes.
Okay. Just like
where I made a lasagna and I called it the 72-hour lasagna.
Just like,
because I made the pasta from scratch. I made the cheese.
Recently on the cooking show, we made lasagna soup.
Oh.
And that's just quick and easy.
Can I tell you a funny story about that one?
This is a comedy show.
I really wanted to attend and watch it. So I logged in and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. And I had logged in on Saturday.
Oh, okay. You got there a day early.
I forgot about it by Sunday.
Just like,
so I missed it.
Well, we do record them and put them on YouTube. So.
Yeah, I hear this one's a little bit bigger.
You should have saw how big was that to make it full size. You don't put any oil in the pan?
No. They get greasy.
So do you have,
Do I have what?
I mean, you put oil in the flour? No.
No oil. You're supposed to put butter, but I forgot that part. Number one, I don't have butter. Number two, I brought the coconut oil, but I forgot it. I forgot to put it in there.
So if you put, well, can we just coat it on the outside? Then it,
If you want, you can spray some oil in here, but look, it's already cooking nice.
oh yeah, nice. I would think it would stick, but it's nice and dry. That's part of it is the bread
As
itself.
dry as your humor.
The bread itself is pretty dry.
Yeah.
So
Do you want to try?
do not try, do.
Have a go.
Oh, that's easier than it looks.
It's fun.
It says do not put in dishwasher.
Luckily, we do not have a dishwasher.
All right, I'm gonna try this whole big lump here.
Go for it.
That's like, well, bigger than a golf ball size.
It's almost like a
See.
pita bread.
There, it's the proper size. Well, each one gets a little bigger.
Yeah.
Now
It's hot.
Get some butter.
Coconut oil.
I like coconut oil a lot. So
They aren't going to be too pliable. Here, let's try it with some oil.
but now you're frying the tortilla.
Yeah. Tostada. Did you see that?
That lentil's simmering away.
Yeah. This one's ready. They cook fast. I'm going to set off your smoke alarm.
Well, if you do it underneath the hood will suck the smoke out.
The what?
It's like you're cooking in the hood over there.
I thought I was Chaya in the cage.
But
Right. So now I'm just going to smash the lentils a little bit. So they have kind of a ground beef consistency.
okay.
And then it's almost ready.
So let's see, what do we want to have with them?
So I brought avocado. We have cheese. We have tomatoes I can cut up a little bit. Taijin. Yeah, that's for dessert.
Dessert?
Yeah. Do you think we're going to have tacos without dessert? I brought fruit and
dessert
tahini.
first.
Oh, my apologies.
It's like,
yeah, that one's thick or.
oh, the one I made was too thick?
It's not too thick. It is thick.
It just takes longer to cook.
It'll be fine. Smushy, smushy.
Now, I tend to really like red lentils because of how fast they cook. I'm just talking about, I'm hungry, I want it now.
Would you mind filling me up with a little bit more water, please?
All right.
Yeah, you know, I found that my style of cooking is I have two modes. I'm hungry and I want to eat now. So I'm going to cut every possible corner there is. And there's, let me spend 5 days making one lasagna.
Just like.
I'm going to add a little bit more water to this. Just because some of them, they're soaking up, which is what we want. They're doing exactly what we want.
You're trying to basically, you said, mush them try to make it kind of a ground beef consistency.
Yep.
And if you mess it up, you just basically have tortillas and soup. Just like,
See, this one's stuck. There we go.
I guess.
Have my kitchen.
Too bad I
hands.
don't have a wireless camera. We can get a little
You
closer.
can see me flipping them with my hands.
Yep. My goal is to get another camera so it'll be right above you pointing it down. So.
You could have used mine.
Well, no, it has to be through the same program.
Oh.
So.
Those are done. Can I have
do
some of that rice? Let's heat up some rice.
You don't add the rice to the lentils.
I could.
But that's my trick is whenever I have too much moisture, I have parboiled rice and I just add that to it.
Well, they need to cook. It's not too much moisture.
Yeah, it'll take a while.
Does that one even turn off?
Yeah, turn it the other direction.
Not turning off.
The other way. Turn it to the right and push in and turn it. There you go. It's exactly opposite of home cooked.
That's silly. I'm only going to cook some of this rice because
it's already cooked, so you're just warming it up.
Yeah. Well, fuck it.
Add some coconut oil to it. You brought it, might as well use it. You need a spoon?
Yeah.
And then the seasonings are to the right of the what do you call it?
Thank you.
The stove if you want other seasonings. Oh, here you got your little tortilla warmer.
Yeah.
Keep those tortillas warm. Oh my goodness.
Doesn't it make you want your mommy?
That's like, I guess I've never had a fresh tortilla ever in my life.
What do you think?
I think I might have to like eat more gluten.
Mm. They're good, huh?
That they are.
Let's see. Well, this stuff is heating and going away. There we go. Now they're getting there.
Let's see. I need to get you some tomatoes out.
Yeah.
And what else?
Tomatoes and then the avocados that are at the bottom.
I want dessert first.
Okay. Oh, you were kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. So
all right. So get me that stuff.
Yeah, I'm a dessert first person.
Okay.
I'll get you another plate.
I'll use this one. Dessert first. Like my mom. No, I want this.
Well, that looks like caramel.
It's tajín and chamoy. So good.
Chamoy. All right, you're gonna
Talk.
tell us what we got.
Okay, so I have for dessert, chamoy and tajín, which are typical traditional Mexican ingredients. Can you open
There's
this?
knives. I can't find my scissors. I have. They disappeared.
Back up there.
That's one thing I've learned in the commercial kitchen is you always have to learn how to.
Improvise.
Yep.
Come on.
Gets clumpy.
Yeah, I should put
so
a
humid.
desiccant packet in there.
I always end up putting rice in there, and then I end up eating the rice. Just like it's. I mean, it's not edible.
So just some fruit with tajín and chamoy.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Put them here for now.
I actually went to a wedding in California. They had a whole table of just fruits. Yeah. So
My table is getting cluttered. Thank you.
you need it. I'll be your sous chef, except I keep
Thank you.
hitting the camera cord.
Huh?
I keep hitting the camera cord.
My assistant, my amazing assistant.
There we go.
Sauce. That's what I forgot. A taco sauce.
Sounds like you're gonna use chamoy.
Not on tacos.
Not on tacos?
No.
I mean, the first two ingredients are chili peppers and sea salt.
I mean, if you want, I will do it. If you insist. Let's see here. Now we're going to chop up some spinach. You can find spinach on Wick, cherry tomatoes, get some nice veggies happening. Whee! With the cheese knife, I actually like this knife. Don't be sad if it goes missing.
That's a very scary looking knife to me.
Some avocado cubes. Because we are in Illinois and I can't get a fresh avocado.
I mean, you can get a whole avocado, but definitely not a fresh.
Don't talk to me about the avocados in Illinois. They've upset me.
I can't imagine being able to go out and pick an avocado off the tree.
Lied to. I don't have an avocado tree. I wish I did. You want chamoy on your taco?
Always.
Okay. Let's do it. I'll do it just for you. Gloves on ready to eat food. This is more of like a taco salad. Is someone here? Some cheese. Some sauce. I don't like that plating.
Don't hide. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't hide your homemade tortillas. Huh?
There. Boop, boop, boop. 90% of being a chef is this. How do you make a pretty plate? Make it sexy. Make it higher. Make it gorgeous. Actually.
Create a mountain of food.
Yeah. Oh. And the moment of truth, rice. That's it. That's all the rice you get. Here we go. Ah. And your beef, which is actually lentil. So here you have a full meal using the ingredients in your home. How long were we cooking for? 20, 30 minutes?
I actually didn't pay attention, but pretty quick. Yeah.
Easy, delicious, if you ask me.
There you go.
Do you have other questions?
Let's see. What do you think you did wrong? You mentioned one. You didn't put any butter into it, but I think they came out fine. In that, only because they were dry. So if that flour was gooey or sticky, it would have stuck to your pan.
Yeah.
But you made them like properly dry.
Yeah.
And that's how I've seen it in Mexico, where they pat them out and then they just put them on a stone and they toast them. And they're not putting fat in them. So yeah. So all right. Any other questions? Oh, you want me to
take a bite? It's gonna be hot. Please be careful.
Like,
ready?
I stuck my nose in it. Oh, so good. All right. Any final words?
Thank you for watching.
Quick and easy. And I mean,
we'll post
you can use, when you cook lentils, you can put, I like to put a little smoke flavor so it has a little more meaty flavor. You buy a little container of smoke, but you can put A1 in it, gives it a little meat sauce flavor. I'm very excited now that my mouth's full. All right, wrapped up.